I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 581. When a child held something to be offered to Sri Bhagavan by the parents, they cajoled the child to offer it to Sri Bhagavan. The child did so gladly. Sri Bhagavan remarked, "Look at this. When the child can give a thing away to JJ, it is JJ. JJ is God." See what influence JJ has on children also. Every gift implies unselfishness. That is the whole content of nishkama karma, unselfish action. It means true renunciation. If the giving nature is developed, it becomes tyaga. If anything is willingly given away, it is a delight to the giver and the receiver. If the same is stolen, it is misery to both. Dana, dharma, nishkama karma are all tyaga only. When mine is given up, it is chitta suddhi, purified mind. When I is given up, it is jnana. When the nature to give away is developed, it results in jnana. Again, a little later, a young boy came all alone, unescorted by his parents. He had come from Chingham in a bus. Sri Bhagavan remarked, "The boy has left his parents to come here. This is also an instance of Tyaga." In this dialogue, Sri Ramana Maharshi illustrates the profound spiritual principle of Tyaga, or renunciation, using simple and relatable examples from daily life. The scene begins with a child being encouraged by their parents to offer something to Sri Bhagavan. The child willingly and joyfully offers the item, prompting the Maharshi to comment on the act as an example of Tyaga, renunciation, rooted in unselfishness. He emphasizes that even a child with their natural innocence is capable of such an act when inspired by a sense of devotion or connection to the divine. Maharshi draws a distinction between the joy of giving freely and the misery that arises when something is taken without consent. When something is willingly given, both the giver and receiver are happy. In contrast, when something is stolen, both suffer emotionally and spiritually. Through this contrast, Maharshi highlights the purity and transformative power of selfless giving, which is central to nishkama karma, selfless service, action performed without attachment to personal gain. He extends the concept further by explaining that Tyaga encompasses various forms of selflessness: dana, charitable giving; dharma, righteous action; and nishkama karma, selfless service. At its core, these actions require one to relinquish the idea of mine, and this leads to chitta suddhi, or purification of the mind. Ramana explains that this purified state is a necessary foundation for spiritual progress. When one goes beyond giving up mine to surrendering the very sense of I, the ego dissolves, resulting in jnana, or true wisdom. Later, the Maharshi notes another act of renunciation. A young boy who traveled alone on a 20-mile bus trip to visit him, leaving his parents behind. This act, though seemingly small, reflects the same principle of tyaga. The boy willingly set aside his attachment to family for something he deemed higher or more meaningful, demonstrating the natural capacity for renunciation that exists even in the young. Through these examples, Maharshi conveys that Tyaga is not about grand gestures or extreme sacrifices. Instead, it is a cultivation of the ability to give, starting with external possessions and leading to the ultimate surrender of the ego. This progression purifies the mind, opens the heart, and brings you closer to the self, the source of true joy and freedom. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 Verses on Reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.